Good afternoon, Whalers Nation, and welcome to the Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV's presentation of Nantucket Whalers Athletics. We are coming to you live from Vito Capizzo Stadium for today's MIAA Division 4 round of 32. It's playoff lacrosse, baby. The reigning Division 4 state champion Nantucket Whalers play host to the Lenox Millionaires. I cannot believe we have gotten here, kids, but here we go. The Whalers have retooled it up and are ready for another championship run. Thanks for joining us here on the NSC and NCTV. I am Chris Morris, your voice of Whaler sports, alongside a great crew today. We've got Charles in charge, and, well, that's about it for right now. We'll see. He's going to do it all today, baby. Of course, we've got lacrosse royalty, Hammy Hurd, chiming in here, and our student on the spot, Colby Lucas, going to join us here as we do a three-man broadcast crew. Cannot wait to get out onto the field with our picture and the Lenox crew getting warmed up here as they just arrived. Man, what a travel they had. We'll talk about that a little bit later. The Whalers finished up the regular season 12-5, which included a no contest over Boston Latin, enough to earn the Whalers a number 4 seed. And the Millionaires come in as the number 29 seed. They finished up their regular season 10-7-1. And as I said, they did some boats and trains and planes and cars to get here, 4 hours plus. And we're happy to have them take the trek and hopefully send them on a long trip home. Before we get to an actual game preview, I do want to thank our founding underwriter for the sports here on the Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation. They have made the children of Nantucket High School a priority of their philanthropic efforts and have continued those efforts with their support of our live broadcasts. The Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, proud supporters of Nantucket Whalers Athletics. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast. The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast. The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs.
Nantucket Ice is about community, camaraderie, confidence, jumping in, and being part of a team. Falling, but getting back up.
And Whalers control. Quick shot.
It's about being part of the culture, friendships, experience. But ultimately, it's about being on the ice. Located in the heart of the island, it's about being a future for our youth, our families, our community. Come join us. Be a part of our community.
I want to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium as we continue our pregame here for the Division 4 MIAA State Tournament here. Boys lacrosse just about a few minutes away here. The Whalers concluded another very successful regular season, 12 wins to just 5 losses, 4 of those losses at the hands of Nauset and Falmouth, who are currently fighting for Division 3 supremacy in the state tournament. The 5th loss was to Cohasset, the #1 team here in Division 4, and they await Nantucket, barring any upsets, obviously, in the Final Four. So this time of year, always special. Remember last year's magic, the run through the tournament culminating with a 7-6 win over those dreaded Sandwich Blue Knights to give Nantucket its first ever boys lacrosse championship. Obviously a very different team roster, but a few of those key cogs from that championship machine certainly have carried the load through a very tough regular season schedule. Defense has been the key to Nantucket's success over the last couple of years, and it all begins really at the X with senior David Cirillo. He is the X-man. He'll need to bring it, and hopefully he stays full strength here. He's been nursing a shoulder towards the end of the regular season, so we'll hope he is good to go at full strength. In net, junior Jeremy Jenkinson obviously can be the difference maker. His uncanny talent and intuition just is a difference maker. And offensively, we got to talk about Aaron Hanlon. He led the attack with 56 points, but man, the Whalers spread it around. They get 10 dudes that can put it in the net. I'm going to turn it over to Hammy Hurd here in 1 second, and we're going to announce the lineups and get things going for us here as we get all ready to go for the MIAA tournament.
Hi folks, how you doing today? Chris is running down to do the announcements and get ready here. We are going to have the national anthem, and we will come back to you right after that.
Not me yet. Can't connect. Good afternoon and welcome to Vito Capizzo Stadium, where your 4th-seeded Nantucket Whalers take on the 29th-seeded Lenox Memorial High School Millionaires in the MIAA Division 4 Round of 32 game. Participating students, athletes, coaches, and contest officials have worked extremely hard to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Ensure that your behaviors reflect the values that should be identified with these student athletes. Assume responsibility for your behavior and the behavior of those around you. If you do require assistance, please call upon a school official. And now we'd like to announce our starting lineups, beginning with the visiting Millionaires from Lenox Memorial. Number 1, Bronley Boyd. Number 2, Luke Gambroni. Number 5, Harper Janig. Number 6, Matthew Vallone. Number 7, Willem Valmer. Number 9, Gavin Doherty. Number 10, William Mayrow. Number 12, Kason Reifstinger. Number 13, Milo Davis. Number 14, Brody Bowler. Number 15, Tatum Oates. Number 17, Kitson Stover. Number 19, Evan Love. Number 20, Oliver Kirby. Number 21, Carter Schufelt. Number 22, Luke Naventi. Number 28, Paul Naventi. Number 33, Matthew Schoenberg. Number 38, Matthew Myro. Number 39, Ian Fenley. And in net, number 11, Jeffrey Larman, head coach David Hilfinger. And now for your defending Division IV state champion Nantucket Whalers lineup. Number 2, Canton Jenkinson. Number 4, Aaron Hanlon. Number 6, Noah Stringer. Number 9, Miles Bodette. Number 12, Jake Johnson. Number 14, Tyler Miller. Number 15, Paxton Fitch. Number 16, Kaiden Whitfield. Number 17, David Cirillo. Number 20, Tim Sullivan. Number 22, Soren Edwards. Number 24, Nolan Moskroff. Number 28, Andrick Mooney. Number 31, Sujal Mali. Number 32, Ben Yates. Number 33, Jake Grant. Number 34, Daniel Bouchard. Number 35, Marco Lechuza. Number 38, Nick Wisentanner. Number 42, Charlie Boyce. Number 45, Nick Yates. And in net, number 13, Jeremy Jenkinson. Head coach Sam Aloisi. Sorry. The officials for today's game are Dan Damish and Chris Reed. Our great nation has persevered through the leadership and sacrifices of men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. We now invite both veterans and current military personnel to please stand. We'd like to thank you for your service to our country. And now at this time, we'd like everyone to please stand, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Try it again, yep. Got it. Got it.
welcome back to Vito Capizzo Stadium after that awesome tribute to our country and to the players playing today. And Chris Morris is heading back up. This game is about to get going. And the Lenox Millionaires have come a long way to play here today. And they're coming up against a very prepared Whalers team. And let's see what's going to happen here. The Millionaires didn't travel, God, gotta be 5 hours total probably or something like that between everything to lose this game. So they're bringing their A game, and they've got a Nantucket connection here. The Gambroni name in lacrosse on this island is famous, and if he's got the intensity or in the heart of JT Gambroni and Victor Gambroni, he's going to bring it and make sure that they do their best to make sure that they are there at the end of this game.
Absolutely. Head coach David Hilfinger again will lean on Gambroni. He leads the attack, 70 points total, 53 goals. So he is as legit a bona fide scorer. Kitson Stover also added 35 goals, but they've got 8 guys that have scored over 10 points, just like the Whalers have 10 guys. I mean, this is playoff lacrosse, man. It's going to be good teams against good teams, and Jeffrey Larman had nearly 200 saves, just like Jeremy did. They let up 107 goals. Whalers only let up 91. So you can look at those stats and say what you want. It's going to be some good lacrosse here, baby. I'm fired up here. I hope you're fired up. Whalers Nation, we cannot wait. This is what it's all about.
Looks like the Millionaires are fired up too.
We got 12 minutes on the clock, Whalers Nation. Both teams are on the field. Cirillo in at the X. And it looks like he's up against Gambroni there right away.
So Gambroni's their face-off man, too.
Yep.
So I wonder what his stats are.
I did not see that in, I'll tell you, there's a great website, iberkshires.com. Doesn't matter because Cirillo just swipes it.
Boom.
Whalers on the move.
Boom.
Quick shot.
Boom.
Save
Nice
made.
save.
And a terrible pass.
It's like a ball. You
Turnover.
don't want to start the game out like that.
So again, Jeffrey Larman able to come up with the save off the quick transition from the X. The face-off one from Cirillo, and the Whalers will get it set up here for their first real offensive set here. Again, happy to have Colby Lucas with us here. A tough pass and some traffic.
Lucky they got to.
Skipped ahead still, scrumming. Grant in there,
Nice
but it is
play.
the Millionaires defense coming up with a play. Here's a long pass that goes all the way through.
That's not a good sign for the Millionaires, making
Jenkinson.
2 turnovers like that to start the game.
Yeah, if you're looking to pull off the upset, that is not the way to start things. Here's Canton Jenkinson on the run. He will take that long pole all the way into the offensive set. And he can sling it too if he gets an opportunity. He's not scared. Again, it's a slight sloppiness here to begin the game. Although Larman already made a point-blank save to keep it a 0-0 score down to 10.5 minutes. Another possession for the Whalers, as Amy said, a couple of turnovers. There's a pass inside. Reverse shot hits the post. That was Hanlon with that underhanded shot. So 2 shots on goal, both of which missed the target. Just missing the target. Mooney at the top of the zone, avoids one.
Nice way to get out of trouble.
Good collapsing defense there by the Millionaires. They're playing
go.
the zone. Here's shot
Another
off the face
post.
mask. And off the post again?
Yes.
Oh, nice move to avoid one.
There you go. Now they got a nice.
That's number 17, Kitson Stover. He can score.
Here they go. Let's see what they do. Let's see. Are they going to go into their set offense? Yep, they're going to.
So Lenox on their first offensive opportunity here. Still no score. So Venti at the top of the zone. He gets it back here. Hard to see those Millionaires numbers.
I think there'd be a $sign in front of their
Nice.
number.
Scooped by Jenkinson, and he's on the run.
Nice
Little
touch
bounce pass up to
That would've been
Hanlon.
Nice.
Bodette quickly up ahead. Whalers
Great
back out.
patience. Way to look at it.
Had some
No.
numbers. Here's Hanlon in front. Scores
Nice.
on an athletic move. Not Hanlon. Who is that?
That is Hanlon.
That is Hanlon.
Behind the cage.
Athletic
went all the
move
way
by
down.
Aaron Hanlon, and he puts the Whalers up on top 1-0. Coaches for the Lenox side calling for a ward, but no call. So obviously we have Colby Lucas here with us as well. Unfortunately, our setup is not perfect as far as microphones, so
We get
he
the
can
ball.
chime in on my mic as well, and always happy to have in Hammy's mic as well if it works out a little easier for that. But Whalers with another win here in the X. Pass intercepted by Larson,
Oh, here we go. Come on, go get it.
or Larman, I should say.
Nantucket's-
And another ground ball.
Nantucket ball. You don't want to do that.
Nearly
Very, very lucky there.
penalty off
Come
the
on.
stick,
He's got time.
but Cirillo's got time. Avoids one. And the Whalers a little bit lucky there. Finally get it over Mooney here on the right side. Behind the net. Grant up top. Here's a shot by Hanlon again, and he rips it. Back of the net for number 4. That's 2 scores in a matter of 2 minutes. And the Whalers now extend the lead to 2-0 here with 8:03 to play, first quarter.
They've got Aaron
Timeout.
Hanlon playing attack. He's been playing midi,
Yeah.
majority of the year, so they're going with that high octane offense.
Absolutely.
Down below with those 3 strong sticks with Miles Bodette and Nolan Moscrop.
Great to see number 2-4 back on the field. He, of course, has been also dealing with some shoulder issues for I don't know how many years. quite a few.
Yeah.
But
Cole, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good start for the Whalers here. Obviously a bit sloppy to start, but the big thing for me is they're winning the shot on goal battle.
Yeah.
They're getting better looks than Lenox. They just seem to be outmatching them even at the start. So
Now-
really confident in this Whalers team.
Absolutely. Before we go any further, I want to congratulate you once again on a great baseball season. It was a lot of fun
Sir.
watching you guys, and glad you got back on the field after your wrist injury. Congratulations to Coach Pearson and his crew, doing a great job. Saw a couple of those guys after the season, and already can't wait until
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
We are certainly excited, but yeah, so far so good. I mean, obviously up 2-0, could have been 4-0 here. A shot off the post and then a point blank shot that Larman just was in the right spot at the right time. Obviously Lenox didn't have a whole lot of time to warm up here
No.
either, so they're probably just getting off their boat legs. But here they are down 2-0. It's going to be a tall task for them anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Nantucket, obviously lost a lot of guys, but they've just reloaded this roster. Not really a rebuild, more of a reload. They're rolling on all cylinders, and hopefully you're going to continue to do that in this playoff run.
Absolutely. We're looking for a flag down as the Lenox player goes down, so it should be the first penalty on Nantucket. Will go against number 12, Jake Johnson. As he trots off, he'll sit for, looks like 1 minute, technical. At 7:51 here in the first quarter. Just a 30 seconds, so a little push in the back. I think that'll work. All right, Whalers down a man here for the next 20 seconds or so. Lenox hasn't gotten a shot off yet, but let's see if they can work one in here.
I would make a little haste to try to get them.
Tough pass, good catch.
Nice ball movement.
That's Kitson, grabbed it off the
I see no lefties. So we have no
ground
lefties.
here.
on that.
Misplay
Oh, we
there
don't-
as
maybe one
Soren
lefty?
Edwards able to flip it, and he'll control.
Nantucket.
Whalers able to
Penalty's
take
over,
care of the
too.
penalty. Bounce pass.
Wow,
Nice.
great grab by Kaiden.
Nice play off
Nice
the
stick
ground.
handling
That's Kai
too. That's it. Look at this. Great look. Going back and forth. Getting the stick in his left hand to protect it.
Nice individual effort there by number 16, Kyle Whitfield, for the Whalers. Up 2-0 here. Clock has hit the 7-minute mark of the first quarter. Whalers looking to defend their state title. That just sounds good to say it. Winning last year over the Sandwich Blue Knights, who await the Whalers if they are able to get through this one. Oh, that had to hurt. You could hear the bone.
Fight for it. Got a little man ball action. That's it.
And
nice
once
grab.
Again, Canton Jenkinson with the scoop. And he'll pass it up ahead.
Great grab, too. Nice feed by Noah Stringer. Oh, look at that. Look what I found, Crab.
Hanlon showing off here as the Whalers. Crisp passing.
Going to take their time and orbit the ball.
They look to extend the 2-0 lead here. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Again, we are in the round of 32. Another shot.
Great save.
Made. Kind of anticipated that low shot. Larman did, and we'll have to see if maybe Hanlon, who has lived down on the ground, especially here at Vito Capizzo, that is well too far.
Let it go. They need to protect the ball a little better with their clears. They just are just sending these balls up, and Nantucket's getting it.
So Jeremy Jenkinson able to get a good clean pass up to his twin brother, Canton Jenkinson. Jenkinson boys in multiple sports together. Football, hockey, and now lacrosse. Of course, won the state title together. As Jake Johnson awaits the play call. Flings it over to Tyler Miller. Miller over on the right side. Mooney as the Whalers work it around here. Here's 14, Tyler Miller. Play is called for him. He works his way around. Gets to a couple of defenders off Mooney's stick. He quickly recovers. Here's Hanlon. Spin. Pass
nice
in front.
Feed.
Oh, nicely deflected by Larman. Here's another shot by Hanlon. Oh!
Great feed from Jake.
And ball goes over the car. There was an open window there. Almost
bouncing around the inside of the car.
Whalers hang on to the possession now. 4:30 left here in the first quarter. Just a 2-0 score so far. Just off the stick. Hanlon recovers with one hand. Gets it back.
Boom.
Shot.
Good look, though.
Just off the mark.
They're going to get the ball.
Hustle, but not able to get to it as the goalie Larman makes the save and then retreats back to gain possession. Great crowd here as the student section filling up here at Vito Capizzo Stadium. An absolutely glorious day.
The most well-attended
lacrosse.
Game of the year.
Sure.
All your brethrens up there, they're called.
Again, another huge deep pass goes all the way through to Jenkinson as he'll wait and scoop, and the Whalers will look to transition. Cirillo gets it around the midfield line and works through one and goes to the far end of the field to gain the offensive zone.
Still a close game, but it just seems like the Whalers are in control. I mean, passing has been great. They've been containing this Lenox team on the defensive end.
Yeah, Larman right now for Lenox has been a difference.
He has.
Except for that. That's the second terrible pass.
Yeah, the clears have been questionable, but
here's Yates. Swings it over to Jenkinson in net, and he'll work it up to Canton. Jenkinson with no ride. He'll work it around with a long pole, whips it just off the mark. Whalers with a turnover.
Obviously didn't work out there, but Canton Jenkinson's ability to just run the field is just huge for the Whalers. It creates so much more opportunities on the offensive end.
Absolutely, and just as talented as anybody else, he just happens to be better at defense.
Yeah.
And another terrible clear pass from the Millionaires. And it'll be Canton Jenkinson to put it in. Clock down to 3:17 here in the first. Nice spin move to avoid one. Moves into the right. And flings it. He'll take a post back up behind the midfield stripe as Noah Stringer jogs in to finish off the offensive set. Still just 2-0. Whalers with the lead and possession. Tough pass. Oh, caught and scored. A little hey, how you doing from Aaron Hamlin. He's got 3 goals. The Whalers got 3 goals. And with 2:45 to go, it's 3-0 Nantucket.
That worked out just about perfectly for the Whalers there. But we'll take it.
Great ball movement.
Yep.
Great ball movement.
Excellent ball movement.
And Aaron Hamlin, Johnny on the spot right in front of the goal. No chance for Larman on that one. The junior out of position on the pass. And let's see if Cirillo can get another one here. Maybe another quick goal as the Whalers get the lead to 3-0. Good grind here at the X. Gambroni able to get to it. Again, Soren Edwards.
Still fighting
Coming
for
in.
it. Still 50-50.
Knocked loose as Cirillo scoops.
Oh, that was a battle.
He'll gain the zone.
Come
Quickly up.
on.
Here's Hanlon.
Come on. Oh,
Shot.
yes.
Scores!
Nice look.
Hanlon with the assist.
Jake Johnson. Is it Jake Johnson? Yeah, Jake Johnson. Right place, right time.
Love it.
And also, too, I mean, that's when you're right on the doorstep like that, having the patience to find where the goalie stick
Is that
isn't.
Johnson, number 12?
I'm sorry. Jake Grant. Jake Grant. Having the patience to shoot that stick where the goalie stick isn't is not as easy as it seems.
They make it look easy, that's for sure. But and I love it when they make me right. They went off the face-off, and about 30 seconds later, they put the ball in the net. Oh my goodness.
You just don't want to see that. It's everybody's vulnerable out there, and you want to have a little more
control over.
Control, definitely. It's not about. I wonder what they're going to call it now.
So that's
It's
number
2
6.
minutes locked
just a
in.
freshman, Matthew Vallone for
2 minutes locked. See,
Millionaires.
that's
2
a
minutes locked,
bad. You just don't want to do that. You really don't.
No need. He was on the ball already. But anyways,
exactly. It's the safety
a
of
mistake
the players.
made. First real mistake by the Whalers today. Let's see if the Millionaires can take advantage. They can hop right back in this thing with 2 minutes locked. There's only 2:10 left here in the first quarter. They're down 4-0. But with that time locked, if they score, they keep having the penalty until that time is expired here.
I mean, honestly, in a lot of ways, that's one of the greatest things about Colby sport and baseball. It's they've eliminated the barreling into home plate.
Pass goes through Naventi all the way to midfield. That'll be over and back, so the Whalers will take over with Bodette. Again, they're down a man, but they've got numbers here on offense if they want them. Now they can double team the ball as the Whalers can play keep away here for the final minute 20 of the penalty.
They're just going to play keep away here.
Yeah. And maybe find, a hole here. Here's Hanlon. No need to shoot. But he does so anyways. And again, another errant pass by Larman.
Nantucket's got that going for them.
Yeah. And Coach Aloisi calls timeout. Maybe we'll take a break here on the NSC and NCTV. Come back with the rest of the first quarter. Whalers up 4-0. Minute 14 left here in the first.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast. The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs.
I want to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium as the boys get set here. It'll be Aaron Hanlon putting it in. Whalers up 4-0 with about minute 10 left in the first quarter. They're trying to work off a penalty here against Whitfield. It's a 2-minute standing penalty, so Whalers can just play some keep away here for basically the remainder of this quarter.
Well, they need to double this ball right now and put some pressure on who's ever holding on to this ball.
Whalers in no hurry offensively. About 30 seconds left on the penalty.
I would just be all over these guys right now.
Miller avoids a couple, gets a couple of whacks along the way. Down to 20 seconds left, ball down, but Whalers recover. 10 seconds left on the penalty. Here's Mooney. He'll make a move to the right. Quick pass into Hanlon. Shot, save made.
Tough angle.
And pass goes over the head of the clear. And Yates scoops. Penalty expired. Final 10 seconds here.
Hey, they got a little 3-on-1 here.
Shot.
Oh, and it gets it by.
1 second to go.
Nice look. That just goes to show you Whalers made a little mistake there, and Lenox capitalized right on it. That opportunity, a flip of a coin right there. 1.3 seconds left, 4-1. Wow. Whalers are up.
Can't get the number if that's Gambroni or not. I think 17 is Gambroni. No, 17 is Kitson Stover, excuse me, for the Millionaires. So 1.3 to go. Going to have to be something special from Cirillo. Otherwise, we head to the end of the first quarter with the score. The Whalers 4 and the Millionaires score with 1 second to go. We'll take a break here again on the NSC and NCTV and come back with the second quarter. Whalers up 4-1.
Nantucket Ice is about community, camaraderie, confidence, jumping in, and being part of a team. Falling, but getting back up.
And Whalers control. Quick shot.
It's about being part of the culture, friendships, experience. But ultimately, it's about being on the ice. Located in the heart of the island, it's about being a future for our youth, our families, our community. Come join us. Be a part of our community.
Want to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium here as we get ready for second quarter of action. 4-1 in the Division 4 MIAA round of 32 game. The Lenox Millionaires made the trek from way at Western Mass. It was a haul to get here. Colby, your thoughts on the first quarter? Obviously, the one mistake, as Hammy noted, leads to a goal, but otherwise...
Yeah, aside from that one mistake, I think the Whalers have done an excellent job staying in control, crisp passes, containing Lenox on defense. They've done a great job just putting the pressure on them and coming out hot. So I think the Whalers keep this up. They're going to be A-okay.
It doesn't have to be a 7-goal win.
Exactly.
Cirillo wins the faceoff once again. He hasn't lost one so far. Flips it over to the Hanlon, I should say, and the Whalers get their offensive set here as Jake Johnson finally trots on to finish off the offensive scenario. Here's Mooney.
Nice cut.
Stringer makes a move, avoids a couple. He's got space. Score! Noah Stringer pulls pulls the string
Great
on that
look.
one.
Yeah, great play by Noah Stringer there. I mean, the speed and quickness he has is just impressive. Was able to find his own shot, and great shot there.
Got those hands free.
I tell you what, he has improved so much this year. Every single game, he's gotten better and better and better, and just taking better shots, better controlling the stick, taking his opportunities. He has, and when he's been called to do the face-off too, he's just grown so much as a lacrosse player.
Again, it is just one of those things where both of these teams, the Whalers, boys and girls across teams, both playing their best at the exact right time, which is right now in June. And they are both keyed up, ready to go for a state tournament run here. And the Whalers flexing their muscles here now. 5-1 the score. As Miller looks to add to it, he makes a move. Tough pass, great catch. Mooney.
Look at this.
Mooney
Yes.
scores! The bounding ball gets by Larman.
Love that.
And Rick Mooney tallies his first.
Great stick handling.
And just like that, 1:07 into the second quarter, and the Whalers have put 2 on the board to extend the lead to 6-1. And we've already had 4 different goal scores for Nantucket, including 3 from that guy, number 4, Aaron Hanlon.
So great to see Andrick progressing too. You know, the growth of every single one of these players has been incredible. The Yates boys have grown over the year and played better and better defense. And
Cirillo.
as you said, playing their best right now.
Cirillo hustles it into the offensive set.
Oh, look at
nice
that
look! Hanlon just misses.
No look feed from David Cirillo. That was awesome.
Whalers keep possession. Here's Miller at the top of the zone. Good catch by Stringer. He's looking to make a move.
Great stick handling.
Just off the stick.
That pass was just a hair off, but what he was setting himself up to that.
Well, I think they've got a matchup that Stringer likes one-on-one as the Millionaires are trying to match up, and he was able to find Jake Grant there just off the stick as Grant was ready to rip it again.
There's a nice feed.
That's
their
20,
best clear of the
Kirby.
day.
Able to get it into the offensive end, but he's hounded by a couple of different Whalers. Ball down. Oof,
Whalers, tenacious D.
Thievery. Up ahead to Canton Jenkinson with the long stick.
Look out.
Pass goes to Grant. Shot.
Great
save.
play. Great defensive play by the Millionaires.
Thievery. Hanlon steals it.
Nice.
And he gets it
back
poked
check.
away.
This is fun lacrosse.
Playoff lacrosse here, baby.
Fun.
Oh, nice fling by Jenkinson and the Whalers. Settle it down. Hanlon puts the hands up. Hold it up. Let's get a good one here as the pace was a little frantic there for a couple minutes. Clock down to 9 minutes and 10 seconds as the Whalers work it around with a 6-1 lead. In round of 32, MIAA Division 4 shot well high of the mark.
You're going to miss that shot. Make sure that man is back. Smart play.
One of the things that impresses me most about this team is their physicality, their ability to respond to maybe a bad play. I mean, they've gotten the ball back so many times after turning it over. It's just impressive.
Yeah, the defensive end is hard not to crack for sure.
Yeah.
Again, it took a miracle kind of play for them to score one here. Looks like they're going to go one-on-one, a little ISO for Hanlon. Makes a move around one shot, whizzes well high of the mark. Look out. That one goes all the way up to the
metal shot.
Yeah.
metal shot, exactly. Again, they're working that left side of the Millionaires defense. They see something that they like because they've gotten it. You can see Coach directing traffic, and here's Stringer again with another run in. Gets a screen, shot, score! Stringer bounces it ahead of the goalie Larman, and he adds another one.
Yeah, what a shot there by Stringer. Once again, as you said, taking advantage of that left side. Great goal by him.
Absolutely. Noah Stringer tallies his second of the quarter here, and it's now a 7-1 lead as the Whalers extend it out to a 6-goal advantage with 8:16 to play here in the second quarter. Nantucket has scored 3 goals here in a matter of a couple minutes. And Stringer, or I should say Cirillo, loses his first face-off of the afternoon as the Millionaires almost have to take advantage of every possession as they just have not gotten as many overall possessions. It's the name of the game here in lacrosse. Here's a move. Back check and ball down. No call as Jenkinson got out of the net.
Didn't get the call there.
Another ball down. And good job by Canton Jenkinson. He'll get called for the slash or something.
No, they're gonna. What do they got?
Awarding the Millionaires with the ball.
Let's see how they clear the ball here. Oh no, they're sorry.
Here's a move in. Again, good defense
Nice
by
collapse.
the Whalers, and Jenkinson scoops it, and he's on the run. Cirillo.
Boom, great grab. Going lefty,
avoids
perfect.
one. And the Whalers will back it out
Settling
here.
it down.
Get things going. 7 minutes left here in the second quarter. You are watching the NSC and NCTV as we bring you live coverage of the MIAA Lacrosse tournament here. It's Division 4 round of 32. 7-1, the Whalers with the lead. We're in the second quarter of action. Thanks for joining us here from wherever you may be joining us in the world. International on YouTube and locally right here on Channel 1072. Here's a run, spin by Hanlon, or Moskrop actually, as a player goes down for the Millionaires. Here's a chance. Oh, that hit the post again. Look out. As Hanlon looking to score his 4th goal of the first half, just missed.
Yeah, Hanlon has 3 goals right now, but he could easily have 7. I mean, he's had so many great shots on goal, just putting a lot of pressure on Lennox.
I don't think Aaron Hanlon and bad shot opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. Those don't go together.
Again, Stringer trying to work through a couple of defenders. Behind the net, Grant over to Hanlon. Clock now down to 6 minutes to play here. A little give and go as Miles Bodette unable to pull the trigger cleanly, but the Whalers save it. Here's Moskrop. Watch behind you, watch behind you. He does. Good pass. Out front, some space. Miller sends it just over the net on the bounce.
Another great save to the possession there, just physically dominating this Lennox team.
And fundamentally sound. You know, that's a fundamental play there. You learn that in youth lacrosse. And the Whalers are able to stay fundamentally sound here as they work it around down to 5 minutes now. Again, Whalers in complete control here, 7-1 the score. And not even given chase as the Whalers scoop it and continue their offensive possession. There's a little ride. Here's Stringer. He's got 2. Gives it up to Hanlon. Good passing. Grant back to Hanlon. Avoids 1 and hammers it home.
What a
Top
rip.
Quarter shot.
That's the best shot of the day right there, hitting that corner.
A little juke.
Off stick side corner, even on stick side corner, just ultimately couldn't be anywhere else.
Beautiful shot from number 4.
And he took the time. I mean, that first spot where he set up, that angle is so hard, moved over and created more angle for himself and then hit the perfect shot.
That is one you practice in the basement with, not real balls. And every now and then you hit it, but he just buried that one as Cirillo advances quickly. He shoots. Save made by Larman. And he blocks the shot, the clear attempt, and score off the clear attempt. Miles Bodette, the beneficiary of the great play by David Cirillo. Lennox coaches complaining about interference, but it looked like a good athletic play by number 17 to deflect the pass. Miles Bodette buries it, and the Whalers now up 9-1.
And that play just summarizes this second quarter. Everything going to the Whalers, but it's because of that effort they put in. Cirillo could have easily ran back, but making that extra effort is
the
Really?
name of the game,
Exactly.
and that's why they played and won the last game last year.
Exactly.
It's exactly stuff like that. That's championship-type stuff there from the Whalers.
What game was that? What game was that?
That was the final game. That was championship game right there. Again, Kyden Whitfield showing some physicality, getting after people. And another turnover. Here's Johnson for the Whalers, and the Whalers will get it set up offensively, looking to add to their 9-1 lead here. I don't know. Do they run time in the playoffs? I forget.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. We'll find out here shortly if the Whalers can add a couple here. Here's Hanlon with space. Look out. Oh,
Save.
good save. I think he took it easy on Larman there. Could have easily slung that to a corner, but Larman able to get the stick on it and deflect it out of bounds. 4 minutes to go. Quick pass inside to Beaudet. Larman able to get to it. Again, he just flings it to no one. Ben Yates unable to get it cleanly. Jenkinson able to get there. The Whalers have just been a step and a half ahead of this Lenox team all day. Canton Jenkinson easily avoids the defender. Spin move. And the pass over to Beaudet. Grant with a couple of spin moves. He's got room. Dodging across the left side. Down to 3:30 in the second quarter here. Grant posted up, nearly had himself a perfect opportunity. But again, the Whalers, no need for impatience at this point in time. They are up 9-1 in complete control. They've shut out the Millionaires all but 1 second. Again, another move by Stringer. He tries to bounce one through. Whalers are there as Hanlon able to get behind the play to secure the possession. 3:08 to go here in the second quarter. Hanlon avoids one, moves back to the right side. Here's Stringer. He's had an advantage over his man all day in a little three-man triangle. Here's Hanlon. Shot! Score!
Great shot.
Quick rip over the shoulder by Aaron Hanlon, and he's got 5 goals here in the first half.
Running the wheel.
Yeah, that's a special play by Aaron Hanlon there.
A little three-man game there for the
Yeah.
Whalers on that left side, and they have found a weakness in the chink in the armor, so to speak, in that Millionaires defense.
That's a play out of their last year's playbook.
Yeah, totally.
Running that wheel.
Yeah, Hanlon scored a couple of those late in that championship game off of nearly something very similar to that. And Cirillo just working his magic. Flips it ahead and rolls out of bounds, unfortunately for the Whalers. It'll be Lenox ball here, but just 2 minutes and 38 seconds left. 10-1, the Whalers.
Let's see if the Millionaires can get something going here. Come on, make
Intercepted immediately by Beaudet.
Got to protect the ball.
Hanlon wisely uses some clock here. We'll see if the Whalers can work this situation here with about 2.5 to go and get one more before the break.
And it seems to me they all can throw ropes, everybody on Lenox, but they're just not doing it in an accurate manner.
Not at all. I'm not sure how many turnovers they have, but it has to be double digits already. They just cannot afford that kind of sloppy play against a disciplined team of any sort, but certainly a disciplined team like the Whalers. Here's Tyler Miller with a shot that whizzes high. Again, could have been interrupted with a good defensive play as well. Still a minute 58 to go. 5 goals from Aaron Hanlon, a couple from Noah Stringer, Miles Beaudet, Andrick Mooney, and Jake Grant. Unofficially all with single tallies for Nantucket. At least my math adds up. Larman.
Whoa. They're going to get an opportunity. They have 50-50 ball after that shot.
And
What
going
do we
to
got, over
be
and back?
offsides, the call. So it'll be Whalers. Oh, they went across the mid-stripe. So still a minute 30 left for Nantucket here. Plenty of time for them to operate. As they work it around, here's Tyler Miller. Makes a move. Here's Hanlon. Miles Beaudet posted up right in front of the goal mount. Trying to find a hole. He gets to it and unable to flip it. And
Oh, come on. How can they not see that?
he got hammered.
He got slapped in the face.
No flag call. How is that?
We got a player down. It's just.
How is there not a penalty for that?
He didn't see it. You got to. I just don't under. That's. You got a better eyesight as
one of
an
the
official
key
to protect
cogs
the
for
players.
Nantucket. Down on the field. We'll see if he is okay. Hopefully he didn't take one to like the throat, but it
He
was.
did. That's exactly
it was
what he took it to.
Pretty darn close to the face. And this is where this game gets a little bit more dangerous than need to be. We're going to keep it here. We'll talk some more lacrosse. Obviously, we have a double dip today here. The Whalers girls will take the field after us. Technically, 4 o'clock is the opening draw as Miles Beaudet is up and looks like he's okay. Hopefully he got the mask, but man, that is a tough shot there to take it.
Interesting. Why? Did White have the ball?
I don't know. I didn't follow it. I was looking at Beaudet,
Yeah,
to be honest. I
thought
didn't
the-
see. It
the
looks like
Millionaires had the
Jenkinson's got it
ball.
in his
I know.
net. So
Maybe
50
they got a
seconds
shot
to
off.
go
I
here.
wasn't paying
Jenkinson
attention. I
loses
was
it
watching
momentarily.
Miles.
Up. Canton Jenkinson able to scoop it. Loose. As Yates gives chase along with Soren Edwards. And number 15, Paxton Fitch. Scrum continues as we're down to 30 seconds left. Scooped out and nicely
Wow.
done by
Great
Stringer.
grab by Noah Stringer.
In some traffic. Just off the stick of Johnson. He heads it.
A header.
That's using your head, buddy. But again, just a sloppy pass. It's like hockey where you just dump it into the zone, but there's nobody in the zone. Like there's nobody there.
No, you want it, and like I said, they throw ropes.
Yeah. Couple seconds left here in the first half. We'll see if the Whalers get a shot off. They do not. So we will head to the break here with the Whalers in complete control. The tally 10-1 as we will go to break here on the NSC and NCTV. Come on back. We've got the second half of action. Whalers up 10-1 heading to the half.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast. The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs. In 1965, a group of dedicated Nantucket parents came together with one goal: to raise enough money to develop game film for the football team. The following season, the Whalers went undefeated. These parents became the very first class of the Nantucket Booster Club. Over time, Whaler pride has grown into something far more than just wins and losses on the scoreboard.
Once a Whaler, always a Whaler. 1, 2, 3, Whalers!
Una vez un Whaler, siempre un Whaler! ¡Vamos!
What binds us is Whaler pride. It has shaped our island and student athletes for generations.
Whaler pride isn't just a tradition, it's an identity, a legacy for families who choose to plant their roots here in this community all year round. It can bring generations of island families together, and for Wash Ashore children, it can transform an unfamiliar place into a new home. The Nantucket Booster Club is a vital link between our community and Whalers athletics. It helps provide our teams with gear, additional travel expenses, and much more.
Volunteering for the Booster Club, it's a blast. From the homecoming to the pig roast, and most importantly, Hank, our school mascot. We're here to create a fun and welcoming atmosphere. More than money, we need members. And part of this club, you are a member, not just a volunteer. We need to build our community bigger and better to help our student athletes prepare for the next chapter in their life.
Support our kids and Whaler Pride by volunteering for the Booster Club. To learn more, please email the address on the screen.
Nantucket Ice is about community, camaraderie, confidence, jumping in, and being part of a team. Falling, but getting back up.
And Whalers control. Quick shot.
It's about being part of the culture, friendships, experience. But ultimately, it's about being on the ice. Located in the heart of the island, it's about being a future for our youth, our families, our community. Come join us, be a part of our community.
Should not be a matter to be decided by the male-dominated legislature.
You are each your own wild woman. May we raise and nurture wild women. We are collectively wild women. She unifies us. The voice within who is intuitive, maternal, capable, persevering. Our wild self never abandons us. Instead, she will always guide us back home. And so if you find yourself tiptoeing through minefields of tactics engineered to silence us, the wind herself, the feminine spirit, will redirect your gaze up and away from the fog, away from the fear, the obligation, the guilt, and you'll realize that you just lost sight of her. And so if you too dapple with light, if you shoot photography at night, if you sew dresses made from recycled fabrics, if you quench the thirst of your gardens, if you cook, if you dance, if you sing, or if you howl at the moon, you are nurturing your creativity. You are standing in your power. New Moon Fest Nantucket Empowering Women is an opportunity to celebrate our capacity to return to our wild self no matter how far we've strayed. Welcome to New Moon Fest, Nantucket Empowering Women.
Want to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium as the boys emerged from the locker room for the second half of action. They took care of business in the first half, putting up 10 goals behind Aaron Hanlon's 5 rips. He's got at least 1 assist. Noah Stringer with a couple of goals. Miles Bodette, Andrick Mooney, and Jake Grant. Miles Bodette took, with single tallies, Miles Bodette took a little hit in the chest, throat area right before the half, but he looks to be okay. We chatted with Tyler. He seems to be all right. Hemi, your thoughts on the first half?
They just capitalized on all the errors in the sense that the Millionaires were making, and that they protecting the ball. And honestly, from the Whalers' perspective, this is the perfect game for them to just honestly tune themselves up for the next round.
Yeah, because they've had, 5 days off now because of the delay in the reschedule. Obviously, that wins that.
They're moving the ball around really, really well too, And during those hot moments, so are the Millionaires. You know, they're going back and forth, and you can see it's competitive, fun lacrosse. But the Whalers are just capitalizing on that one little mistake that the Millionaires are making, and then holding on to the ball and it's reflecting in the score.
Yeah, and a game of possessions is the key. The Millionaires are not valuing those possessions as well as they should in the playoffs.
You have to cherish the ball. And that's something, like, honestly, that's the thing that I hope for most for the Whalers in the second half is just no turnovers.
Right.
Just to tune themselves up, get themselves in the mindset that you cannot turn off the ball moving forward, because that's going to end up being your undoing if you don't go down that road.
Yeah, and obviously you're not going to play perfect. You're not going to never have a turnover or a mistake or anything. But if you set the bar low,
but that's
you're already going to go lower.
You set the bar at perfection, and you're going to gain excellence.
Absolutely. Colby, your thoughts here on the first half. Obviously, Whalers in complete control, but some detail things, obviously, that we get to see up here that the normal viewer maybe not sees. Your thoughts?
Yeah, like Cammy said, they're doing a great job of capitalizing off the errors that this team has given them. I think they have also just responded to even their own mistakes in just a really good way. I mean, a ball's on the floor, they're going to get it. You know? And that's both technical and physical
effort. Yeah.
But they've been doing a great job. They've played smart. When they need to hold it, they've held it. When they need to go, they've gone. So this team's just led very well, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do going forward.
Absolutely. I know Lenox has got a tough ask in general to come into Nantucket.
They didn't travel 5 hours to lose.
I would think not.
Want to see them just make those passes and just play competitive lacrosse.
So they held the Whalers held Lenox to 0 goals. I don't even know if they got a shot off in that second quarter, to be honest. And they've literally, and I think they only have one shot on goal in that first quarter, and that was the one that scored with 1 second to go. So to say the Whalers have been dominant is almost an understatement. It has been complete domination, especially on the defensive end, and that has obviously separated Nantucket the entire regular season as Cirillo gets called for a little false start, and the Millionaires begin the second half with the ball here. That has been a rarity, as we've said. They've only won one face-off that I know, and turned it over immediately after that. So here's a good ride by 3 defenders, and they force a turnover. Oh, not yet.
Moving the ball forward. Just keep moving it forward. That's
finally
it. Nantucket comes up with it.
And again, good to see number 9 quickly recovering from the
neck check
contact that was uncalled, but the only real, obviously there is a danger in every sport, but man, that stick is a weapon, is a no-no. So first possession for the Whalers after the false start on the face-off by Cirillo. Trying to jump that whistle.
See, this is great to see him throwing ropes quick.
Yeah, and not just
all
next
in
to
the
each
box.
other.
Boom, perfect pass.
And here's
perfect pass.
Stringer over to Mooney. He'll make a move. Dump it back out behind the net. Pass deflected.
Backing it up though.
Stringer quickly recovers. Noah Stringer with 2 goals here in the first half already. And Aaron Hanlon has showed his skills. He's already got 5. Here's a run-in, spin.
Nice roll.
Shot goes
great,
high.
Great stick check on him.
And the Whalers are there. Good hustle by number 4.
–
Aaron Hanlon, not just a goal scorer. He is a complete player, shows why. Here's a nice Ward shot. Just misses the inside post there. Whalers keep the possession, however. They've used up the first couple minutes of action here in the second half and hold a 10-1 lead over the number 29 seeded Lenox Millionaires. Great nickname, and of course their logo is the Monopoly guy. Love that. Stringer, ridden, gets it back. Here's an advantage. Oh, just off the stick of Hanlon. Scooped ahead, and the Millionaires force a turnover. Ridden out of bounds, and it'll be another turnover.
Late.
Good defense. Again, transition game for Nantucket, better than most in Division 4. Oh, nifty move.
A little,
exactly. A little too much on the pass, however. Another turnover forced as Hanlon will get a break here. Soren Edwards and Cirillo.
It's on Tyler, too.
Yeah. And another turnover forced by the Whalers. Here's Cirillo.
Lefty. Let's see. I'd love to see him put that stick and take a lefty shot.
He does not, and the Whalers get back on offense here just as quickly as Millionaires. Here's a little give and go. Again, no need for the Whalers to be in any sort of hurry here to do anything. With a 10-1 lead, they can just hang on to it here and make the Millionaires almost force them out of the possession. There's a move, pass.
Nice.
Oh, just
so
off the way, Jake Grant.
There you go. Nantucket comes up with it.
Unable to pull the trigger cleanly. Hanlon. Good catch behind the net. Grant surveys. Pass up top. Mooney. Ooh, just misses the top corner there.
The whole key to that is making sure that man is staying back to be able to control that possession after the shot.
Well, we will not start late for the girls' game as the Wacona Warriors are already here. Bus showing up a little bit early. Or probably on time, actually. But this one started about a half hour late, so we'll see how it affects things. Hanlon, again, that three-man game interrupted here by the Millionaires.
Nice.
And they advance it in.
Fast break.
Pass deflected, nicely done by the Whalers defense, and quickly turned over.
It's Miles Beaudet.
Beaudet spins through, wards over another, and he'll
Ward?
get called for the ward.
Double that ball.
Ball down, turned over immediately. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Whalers up 10-1. It has been a slow activity quarter here as the halftime score was also 10-1. But again, the Whalers with a 9-goal lead don't have to do much here. Here's a pass inside. Grant circles around. Finds Stringer, who had some space momentarily, back up top. Here's Hanlon, catches. Shot. Nice save. Good shot by Jake Grant looking for that top corner. And again, this one's coming our way, Hammy.
This goalie is a very good goalie, too. And you just want to see him be able to
take his time and find somebody.
Does it say
like
what grade he's in?
Junior.
So there you go. So it just gives him a goal for something to work on because he's a very good goalie.
Yeah, he's got great reactions.
Improving his clearing skills is going to take him to a different level.
Absolutely. And ultimately his team, you know. Good spin move. Another spin, shot, save made. Noah Stringer.
Take your time.
It's almost on purpose, but it does not have a purpose.
It's just a Gilman. It's almost, but it's a strange Gilman. If you're going to Gilman the ball, you Gilman it right down the middle
goalie,
of the field.
right? Yeah, yeah. And the Whalers will.
It's an angled Gilman.
Get it.
I've just never. It's a interesting strategy.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he's always throwing it.
And it's
on
like
an angle.
before you even get the
no
thing
pressure.
set. Yeah. There's no reason for it, I guess. Anyways, it's just interesting because this game is so possession-oriented. There's a shot. Oh, off the defender. Little quick shot by Beaudet. Unable to find the net.
Great play. Great play
Mooney
by Andrick.
Gets through a couple, spins,
There you go.
uses his
Protecting
left
that
to pass
ball.
it. And Coach Aloisi going to call a timeout here with 5:27 to go. We'll keep it right here as the Whalers will jog towards the sidelines here. So the pace scoring pace is certainly slowed here, but almost purposeful. And again, the Millionaires haven't listened to us and taken care of the ball. They continue to sling it all over the place out of the net. As Larman, again, almost purposeful.
I know.
Doesn't seem to have a purpose.
Yeah, and like Hammy said, I mean, it's almost, disappointing to see because he is an excellent goalie. I mean, really good goalie. Just needs to protect the ball a bit better. Would be a good thing to work on, but he's played an excellent game behind the net. I mean,
it should be 20-1 right now. I mean, he's made at least 10 saves. Again, the Gilman isn't even a Gilman because it's not towards the net.
Exactly.
So, interesting strategy, if that's what you could call it.
Well, it definitely is, because it kind of seems to be the plan every single time. So it's just
I don't get it. None of us get it.
Nope.
But I'm glad we don't do that.
No, but also too, it's if there's it's hard being out there, and there's a lot of pressure when that ball's in your pocket saying, well, okay,
what do I do? What do I do?
It's a hot potato.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just learning the maturity to be able to, cool that potato down and having the patience to place that potato in your teammate's stick.
Right.
So 10-1 still our score. It was that at the half. Again, Aaron Hanlon has led the way for the Whalers attack. He's got 5 goals already, a couple from Noah Stringer, Miles Bodette, Andrick Mooney, and Jake Grant, each with single tallies for the 5 goals for Nantucket. Kitson Stover scored with 1.3 to go on the clock in the first quarter. The lone goal scored for the Lenox Millionaires for Coach David Hilfinger. Again, thanks for joining us here on the NSC as we're proud to present the MIAA Round of 32 here in Division IV Boys Lacrosse. We've got the girls lacrosse game coming up next. The Wacona Warriors already in the house here, taking the stands in the visitor side of things. They will face off against the number 8 seed. Wacona coming in at the number 25 seed. Again, the Western Mass champs. The Wacona girls. Here's a low shot.
Wow.
Scores! Aaron Hanlon notches another one. Another good pass, but Hanlon showing off the skills with that low shot.
Yeah, he couldn't help himself with that one. I mean, great play, finding space, and eventually finding the net with a great shot there. Aaron Hanlon is rolling on all cylinders today.
Absolutely. Great to see number 4 doing his thing, and took 7 minutes for anyone to score here in the third quarter, but the Whalers make it a 10-1 game, and the clock is not running. We'll see if it maybe starts with the act. I don't know. I doubt it runs in playoff.
He gets it in and out of his stick so quickly and almost screens by how he holds the ball in that shot.
Absolutely. Nice job by Kyden Whitfield to gain the possession. Whalers wasting no time. Oh, against the side of the net as Jake Grant sprinted around.
There you go. Well, at least it's down the center of the field.
Right. Intercepted by Canton Jenkinson, and he'll head back the other way. Makes a move to avoid one. And we'll get it over to Cirillo here as Nantucket will once again play a little keep away and try and get a shot here. Down to 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Whalers with an 11-1 lead and possession. And we'll have Suge Molly for Jeremy Jenkinson in net as Jeremy lets up just the lone 1 goal on a
getting
crazy
playoff
play.
Time. Love it.
The senior Suge Molly put in his time. Here's Tyler Miller with a bouncing shot over the net. Whalers back there. Nice to give Jeremy Jenkinson a little rest. I hope they don't try and get him some pads.
Exactly. Do not give him any pads. Those days are over.
Absolutely. Oh, great pass shot. Deflected. Another pass deflected. Oh,
so close.
Great save
Great
by
hockey.
Larman.
Hockey save. Ball down.
Stick save and a beauty.
Nice hips. Great hips by Canton.
And he flips it out of bounds, unfortunately, for the Whalers, but Millionaires with possession. They are down 10 goals, however. That's number
nice
19,
stick handling
Evan
by
Love.
number 19.
Evan Love gains the zone and gets things going. Luke Naventi, the senior. Oh, no, the freshman, number 22. Gives it up to number 10 here, William Myro. or May Road.
There's a rope. They're moving the ball around nicely.
Sprint into the zone. Here's
hey,
heads up,
look
heads
out.
up. That
Exactly.
ball hurts no matter how fast it's traveling.
That one's going to the wood shop.
Yep, all the way up. 2:55 to go here in the third. Whalers with an 11-1 lead. They led 10-1 at the half, have added one here in the third quarter. Ball down. Quickly
Soren
eaten
Edwards.
up by Soren Edwards.
Nice touch pass.
Oh,
Just
Canton Jenkinson.
he is just, you know what it is?
Here's a pass.
Great
Nice
grab. It's the game almost slows down.
Oh, nearly a goal there off the deflection. Bodette almost had one.
Everybody
Johnson,
else
excuse me.
is moving in slow motion, and Canton's moving at regular
Yep,
speed.
Yep.
He just kind of has this.
Silky smooth, but it's so quick.
Just knows what to do with the ball,
Yeah.
and it's just it goes back to very Hunter Stroni-ish.
Yep, totally. Stick goes down. There's a chance.
Gets
at
one
volley.
by.
Unfortunately,
nice,
not there.
nice play. They made that happen. Great play.
And that's Brownlee Boyd.
But that back check is exactly what happened. The defensive play by the Millionaires. Number 5 caused that goal.
So number 5, Harper Janig, the senior.
And it just goes to show you,
Jarred
just keep
it
playing,
loose.
keep swinging.
So Sujmali, unfortunately, unable to save that ground ball shot. But Cirillo gobbles it up off the X here. And he'll sprint it ahead.
Nice wheels.
1:45 to go. Whalers with an 11-2 lead now as Aaron Hanlon will hang on to it here. And Hanlon, an integral part of that championship run last year. Scored a couple of key goals late. Along with Nolan Moskropp, who's seen some good action here today. Oh, here's a chance shot.
Great
Scores!
shot. Awesome placement by Jake Grant. Great feed from Jake Johnson.
The
Jake to Jake,
connect.
the 2 Jakes. They made a movie about that.
They should make a couple of them.
That was
Grant, the beneficiary of a great pass and good spacing by the offense, and he nets his second as the Whalers extend the lead back to 10 goals at 12-2. You think the Millionaires had an answer and quickly erased by the response from Nantucket.
fighting for it.
And scooped up by Soren Edwards, and he's on the run. Flips it ahead.
Nice touch.
Beautiful pass. And the Whalers gain the possession. Let's see if they can try and get something here. Nope. Let's see if the Millionaires can get it out of their own zone here.
Let's see this, push it out.
Man, that is
Gilman.
right into the stands.
Look out.
That is just great pressure for the Whalers to just stop them right in their tracks, forcing them to make a tough play.
Need a ball. There you go. There's the ball.
So 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Whalers up 12-2. Just 3 goals scored here, 2 by the Whalers and 1 by the Millionaires in the third quarter. Again, the Whalers have been playing a little keep away here. Tip pass.
Nice defense.
Jake Grant there to scoop it.
Got him in the ball.
Pass goes off the mark and turned over by the Whalers. Just 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. Whalers hold a 10-goal lead. Little back check, nothing doing. Little behind the back pass intercepted. 10 seconds to go.
The wrong guy.
Jenkinson avoids one. Shot zips by. Yes, Ken Jenkinson.
That bad.
Yeah. Looking to make some late quarter action happen. Magic happen, I should say. 2.7 on the clock as the Whalers will hang on to it here for the final couple seconds
Would have been a pretty sweet way to end that third quarter, huh?
Absolutely. Tipped ahead, and the horn sounds a little late.
You got his stick on it.
So 12-2 the score at the end of the third quarter. We're going to keep it here, actually, as the action continues. Just a little bit of break in between quarters here as we get you all set up for our double dip here. The Wacona Warriors make the trek just as far as the Lenox Millionaires here, adjoining towns, and they play out of that Class C in the Western Mass regional tournament. The Wacona Warriors came in, won that tournament for the first time in the school's history. They beat the South Hadley team, which also punched their ticket to the girls' Division IV tournament. They've already been bounced, but the girls, again, riding a 6-game win. Both teams riding a 6-game win streak. The Whalers winning a second consecutive Cape and Islands division title under head coach Jamie Lower in her 6th and final season here at the helm. Love to send her off playing the last game of the season with a state championship. She's had some phenomenal teams, a trip to the Final Four already, a couple of trips to the Elite Eight as well, and she's got another retooled team that graduated an incredible class, including Bailey Lower, who of course is playing at the next level, Division I at Vanderbilt. But they are playing their best ball, and honestly, I think it's been her best work, Coach Lower, speaking of, because this team, maybe didn't have the domination type talent, but certainly a depth and attention to detail and coachable team.
And the ability to share the ball with each other in an efficient manner.
Absolutely.
That's really it. They get the ball, they put the passes, they get the ball around the horn, and they make that right pass at the right time to put the ball in the back of the net.
But it comes off of plays, and that's the stuff that I'm talking about. But with Coach Lower, is she is dialed up play after play after play. She's gotten a couple of new faces on the offensive sets, and I'm excited to watch them in action here as they get ready to take the field here right after us here. In theory, it'll go off around 4. We'll see when this finishes up here. Final 12 minutes underway here as the Whalers.
What do we got there? Push from behind?
Push from behind. That will
push with possession.
As it will be Lenox ball to begin things here in the fourth quarter, I should say. They're down 12-2. Crazy things have happened in this game, but the Whalers have certainly shown why they have played themselves into a number 4 seed. They have dominated on both sides and at the X. And unless something crazy happens here, they will be moving along to the Sweet 16 to face those Sandwich Blue Knights in a rematch of last year's championship game. Of course, the Whalers won that 7-6. Here's a chance shot.
Great look.
Just goes wide.
Just off.
Just underway here in the fourth quarter. As we continue to bring round of 32 action here in the MIAA Division IV state tournament. Boys lacrosse. We've got girls lacrosse coming right up. Happy to have you along here on a live-only viewing of Whalers playoff lacrosse. Behind the net, Millionaires trying to work it around here, and
Tough.
They do not.
Make that pass.
So again, the leading scorer for the Millionaires, Luke Gambroni, I don't even think he's gotten a shot off. I haven't seen his number called at all. He came in with 70 goals, or 70 points, scored 53 goals.
What was this? We had white ball.
Whitfield turned it over.
But I wonder.
And I don't know, he was called for something. There was some
There
noise there, maybe a slash.
I mean, he had the ball. I wonder what it was.
He lost it.
But the other stick was on the ground.
I'd
love to know what the call was.
As the clock stops with 10:29, Cirillo jogs back to get a new ball. As Tim Sullivan, number 20, coming in to play some midi. As again, Coach Aloisi can get into his bench. Cirillo just too fast and too talented to get back checked.
They turn the ball over. They need to get the ball in the box.
Did not get it in the box.
It's 20. They have 20 seconds to get the ball in the box.
So delay a game, I guess the call here is.
It's failure to advance.
Failure to advance check. But again, the Whalers.
Nice kick, Soren. Smart play.
Unable to control it, but scoops
still
it
stays
anyways.
with it.
Stick-to-itiveness by Soren Edwards, the senior. Able to come up with it. Or, excuse me, just a junior. Absolutely happy to have him back on the field for next year.
Tennis.
And, of course, unbelievable hockey player as well, number 22.
Former tennis player.
Former tennis player, right? And again, boys in action
don't get
today.
me wrong. Tennis is a great sport.
On
I'm just
the courts,
happy.
I played tennis.
Just happy to see Soren Edwards back where he belongs.
Absolutely. And again, good luck to the boys tennis team. They're in action this afternoon as well, off in Linfield. So they had to make a nice little trip up north of Boston for their Sweet 16 matchup. And the girls also advanced. So all 4 teams in the spring sports here that made the tournament advance through the first round. A testament to our great student athletes. Marco.
Lashuza. The game. Love it. He's got such great stick skills.
He does.
Pass right in front.
Look at this.
Behind the it's the post. Sullivan right there almost got a chance on the rebound. But the Whalers looking to avoid or deter the clear. And there's Nick Yates, number 45, able to get to it first as Suge looking to clear now. He lofts one to midfield.
That's a good Gilman.
Yeah, right? That's a good Gilman right there.
That was with purpose. Bodette unable to handle it. But Kyden Whitfield sprints to it and saves it. What a great play.
Touch the line.
Oh. No, they called for a push.
Interesting.
Marco able to put it in here, gets it to Whitfield. Kyden Whitfield, number 16. Great hustle there to save the possession. In a game that's well at hand, there's almost no need for him to do that other than the fact that he is just a gamer. There's Nolan Moskrop.
Always cool to see the Whalers get deeper into their bench as they're, kind of have firm control here.
Absolutely.
Seen some guys in the game.
Off the hands, Noah Stringer rips it.
Good save.
Good save. Rebound loose. Sullivan over to Lashuza.
Good fight by Marco.
And that'll be Whaler ball. Again, good hustle by number 19 there, Evan Love. He's been all over the place on defense, but Whalers in control. Whitfield around one. Shot, save made. And a pass to literally nobody. Will trickle out of bounds. And the Whalers get it right back with 7:10 to go.
It almost seems to be the game plan because I'm sure if his coaches didn't want him doing it, they would have stopped it by now.
At this point, yeah.
So
here's Stringer. Avoids one nicely. And the Whalers can work it around here and use some clock. Bench calling for Moskrop to do something here, but he wisely turns it back as Whalers are down to 6.5 minutes left here in the round of 32. Pass, shot, just wide.
Bench wants Nolan.
Absolutely, you can hear it from up here. 6:33 left in the fourth quarter as the Whalers up 12-2. Again, they only allowed 1 goal in the first half. They allowed another one here off a turnover right on the goal crease. Suge Molly now in goal. Here's Marco.
Oh.
The shoes. Oh, nifty play by Larman. And he just throws it out of bounds. Nice play by Coach Aloisi to field it there. Showing off his skills. Jake Johnson with the left. Gets it in. And he'll get it back at the top of the zone. Here's Moskrop. No, Stringer, excuse me. There's Moskrop. Lashuza. Little two-man game by Bodette. Oh, had him. Clock continues to run here. Whalers up 10 goals in the fourth quarter. 12-2.
Just moving it around here. They want Nolan, though.
Absolutely. He
We'll
circles
see.
back. Johnson. Over to Bodette. Moskrop.
Just moving it around.
Bodette
they're
with
moving
space.
the ball around so
Scores!
well. Nice.
Miles Bodette from deep. Hits it. And he's notched 2 goals. And the lead extends to 11 at 13-2 with 5:21 left on the
That was great ball
scoreboard
movement.
clock.
Really, really great ball movement. But you want to see a little more off-ball movement there. And right before Miles scored that, the ball movement was moving around great, but they were kind of waiting for the ball.
Yeah.
Exactly. Keep moving off the ball.
And again, that is a direct correlation of basketball there.
That's it.
Because the teams that really do it well are still playing.
Like the Indiana Pacers.
Are still playing in the NBA. And I deferred from saying my Cavaliers, although they are one of the best
Off-ball movement.
certainly.
There we go.
Golden State, another one.
Great defensive play by the Millionaires.
But unfortunately, they are looking like thousandaires against our Whalers defense. It has been a bunch of thievery on defense as
Nice.
the Whalers hold a 11-goal lead, 13-2 the score. And those 2 goals were kind of oddball goals as well. Could have been nothing here as Whitfield in on the offensive set here. Again, the Whalers able to put in Canton Jenkinson in the offensive end here as well. Here's Tyler Miller, makes a move, avoids one. Nice play by Moskrop, ball tipped. He flings it up and recovered quickly by Bodette. Clock approaching 4 minutes to play as Tyler Miller gets it up at the top of the zone.
Let's see Canton take a go.
He's getting it wound up here. He makes a move, avoids one. Shot whizzes by Larman.
See, you want to put him on the other side of the field.
So he comes
He's going to take that righty shot,
Yeah.
so you're going to be able to get your hands free.
Yep.
As he cuts down on that side, he's decreasing his angle, decreasing that the closer he gets to the net.
And obviously his quickness comes into play here on that. If he was on this left side cutting across, but he will post up on the right side, and the Whalers try and work Tyler Miller.
So Tyler's now, he goes to the right, like Canton would be going. Nice.
Good spin. And he'll loop it back. Whitfield with 3:40. Once again, gets it over to Canton Jenkinson for a little ISO. Lashuza in the middle. Whitfield cuts through. Behind the net. Here's
Boom.
Marco.
Great
Shot
rip.
saved.
Really great rip.
Larman got a piece of that one to deflect it wide of the net. 3:21 to go here in our first of 2 games. Shuza gives it up to Jenkinson. Good cut. Oh, just missed him there. Lashuza had it. Here's Miller. He makes a move, avoids one. Here's Whitfield with a chance.
Hands free. Gets it by. Nice.
Larman got a
Whitfield.
piece.
Love it.
Well, Whitfield sneaks one in.
That's the best bounce shot of the day.
Yeah.
It was. The whip in the player's stick can make that shot very, very difficult. And fine-tuning your throwing pattern when you do it is so important. We've seen a couple of our players today trying to take a bounce shot and it bouncing well before the crease and going over. And that's the best way to shoot a bounce shot right there.
And that must be his first goal because they're hanging on to the ball here.
That's awesome.
I mean, I guess it makes sense.
That's great.
So Coach Aloisi hangs on to that one as Cotton Whitfield scores his first varsity goal, we'll just assume, or maybe his first playoff goal. But I don't think they keep balls for that.
Yeah.
Again, he's on the X here and scoops and gains the possession. So Cotton Whitfield showing off his skills here late in the game, scoring his first goal and getting a couple of face-off wins. As we see the concession stand now open, so we can maybe get a little bite to eat here in between games. I'm hoping, I don't see the grill going though. I don't think they're doing any linguiças.
Better get your popcorn.
Yeah, I'll get some popcorn. Nice move by Jenkinson, double move. Shot whizzes by. Oh, Moscow.
He's so mad at himself.
Wanted that one.
That's a little bit of rust right there.
Moscow playing his first game in probably about 6 games since the Falmouth.
That is that's a goal 9 times. Right.
Yep.
19 times out of 20.
Yep. And again, he was such a key cog last year in the Whalers' run. But glad to see him healthy and on the field. Could have been a little give and go there. Stringer finds some room. Whitfield ducks out of the way as they were looking for Marco and unable to save it.
We may get it back very soon.
That's true. As the Gilman's coming up here.
Yeah,
Let's see them. You want to see this team have a good clear. You really do.
He just lines up and throws it right to Whitfield.
They're just, it's definitely for this team's.
Bodette fires it off the post.
I mean, the Millionaires they have great stick handlers. They really, really do. You just want to see them evolve. And the biggest thing that they're going to be working on early next year has got to be their clearing game.
Got to be. Because they definitely have. I mean, they're graduating 6 guys, including Gambroni, who led the team in scoring. I don't know. I'd have to look at the replay if he's even gotten a shot off. But the final seconds are going to tick off here as the Whalers are going to move into the second round, the Sweet 16, and they will be taking on the Sandwich Blue Knights in a rematch of last year's Division IV state finals, which, of course, your Nantucket Whalers defeated those Blue Knights 7-6. The Blue Knights come in with a record of 9-10. Another good save by Larman to finish things off.
And the
Here's
clock
the
is
final
running.
Seconds
That's
will
it.
run off.
And the
Your
Whalers
advance to the Sweet 16 once again, the 4th year in a row. The Lenox Millionaires put up a pretty good fight, but just too much intangibles for the Whalers as they wave another victory wave off to the hill. Final here, 14-2. Your final thoughts, gentlemen?
Well, first of all, I mean,
Girls
congratulations
are
on a great
strong.
season to the Lenox
Girls
Millionaires. Played a great year, but they ran into the Whalers. So we did everything we needed to. I don't think there's any area of our game that was weak at all. I mean, everything looked really sharp. They came out strong front to back, and I'm excited to see them play these Blue Knights in a rematch.
Can't wait, baby. We're hearing word that it might be Thursday. That seems to work out for both teams. Again, we'll let you know when things are official, obviously. But it will be a rematch of the Sandwich Blue Knights and your Nantucket Whalers of last year's Division IV state title. As you can see, the Whalers heading to the locker room. Took care of business here, Hammy. What are your thoughts here, final thoughts here for this game?
It was a tale of possessions, and the Whalers just were given so
Value.
many opportunities by those possessions that Lenox just kept giving them over and over and over again. And when they had the possession of the ball, they did the right thing.
Absolutely.
Put it in the back of the net.
More times than not, they put it in the back of the net. Final here, 14-2. Led by Aaron Hanlon, who had 6 goals. Noah Stringer with 2. Miles Bodette with 2. Kyden Whitfield got his first goal as a varsity player. What a time to do that. Andrick Mooney's got a single tally. And Jake Grant netted 2 as well. For the Millionaires, Brownlee Boyd has 1. And Kitson Stover has another goal. And we're going to take a break here on the NSC and NCTV and see if maybe Colby Lucas can wrangle somebody to talk to here. So stay with us here as we once again have a double dip. We're going to take a quick break here in the NSC and come back with hopefully a post-game interview from one of the Whalers who move on to the Sweet 16 final here from Vito Capizzo Stadium, 14-2. We'll be back with player or coach coming right up.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast. The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSE provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank... In 1965, a group of dedicated Nantucket parents came together with one goal: to raise enough money to develop game film for the football team. The following season, the Whalers went undefeated. These parents became the very first class of the Nantucket Booster Club. Over time, Whaler pride has grown into something far more than just wins and losses on the scoreboard.
Once a Whaler, always a Whaler. 1, 2, 3 Whalers!
Una vez un Whaler, siempre un Whaler! ¡Vamos!
What binds us is Whaler pride. It has shaped our island and student athletes for generations.
Whaler pride isn't just a tradition, it's an identity, a legacy for families who choose to plant their roots here in this community all year round. It can bring generations of island families together, and for Wash Ashore children, it can transform an unfamiliar place into a new home. The Nantucket Booster Club is a vital link between our community and Whalers athletics. It helps provide our teams with gear, additional travel expenses, and much more.
Volunteering for the Booster Club, it's a blast. From the homecoming to the pig roast, and most importantly, Hank, our school mascot. We're here to create a fun and welcoming atmosphere. More than money, we need members. And part of this club, you are a member, not just a volunteer. We need to build our community bigger and better to help our student athletes prepare for the next chapter in their life.
Support our kids and Whaler pride by volunteering for the Booster Club. To learn more, please email the address on the screen.
First hoop, Simpson gathers for Nantucket. Francis over to Aguilar. He'll look for three. Got it! Huge shot from Carp.
Girls are strong. Girls can throw. Girls can play football if they have a determined mindset. Girls don't have to just look pretty. They can pack a punch, believe me. My name is Ashley Klatt. I'm on the Nantucket Whalers football team, and here's my story. Girlhood to me was very different than a lot of people's girlhood. I grew up watching the Dallas Cowboys every Sunday with my dad, my sister, and my entire family, and I just loved watching the game, all aspects of it, and I just wanted to get that hands-on experience. Since I was little, I've been bullied a lot. I'm still bullied. I was bullied for my weight, my attitude. It just didn't make me feel great, and it made me very upset at points, but I have a sense of determination that I just walk through it. Being tackled is crazy as it is, but Coach Machado has taught me that when you're hit physically and mentally, that you have to just get up and keep pursuing and keep fighting until that last whistle. You just have to get used to it, push through, and be that person you know is deep down inside. I empower myself by showing people that she's not just here to wear a jersey and look pretty. She is here to get dirty, get rough, get tough, get to some place where things are possible and things can happen. People will give you weird looks and think oh, this person, they're different because they're a girl playing a male-dominated sport, but you need to always have that confidence and determination. You will always look back on, I did that. I achieved greatness. I hope I've inspired a lot of girls on this island that you can do things if you put your mind to it, no matter what. If you can trust yourself, you can do it. When I threw a passing touchdown, it felt really good to have that happen to me because me leading my team to victory was amazing and a great feeling, and I still relive that feeling to this day. There's a misconception where girls are kickers because they play soccer, they can kick really far, and a lot of them are kickers, which is also, I give them props because they have to still go to practice and they have to still perform at their absolute best. And having to get hit a million times but still getting up and still pursuing, I'm like, that's me, that's how I feel. And I am so excited that I get to meet these people every game if I get the chance to. Having somebody else that reflects me and how I play is really special to me. Dear future Ashley, I hope we are a coach, whether that is a high school coach, a college coach, or an NFL coach. I hope we're doing something amazing with our lives and we are living our life to the absolute fullest. Welcome to New Moon Fest, Nantucket Empowering Women.
Played really strong front to back, took care of business. How does it feel to take care of business here in this first round matchup?
It feels really good, blow them out. Defense didn't get a bunch of looks, but next game we're going to get a lot. Roll sandwich, move on to the next.
Yes, sir. That's a great mindset right there. You guys had possession pretty much all the game. Did a great job controlling the ball, getting the ball back off turnovers. What's it feel to execute that well?
It feels pretty good, actually. I'm not an offensive player myself, but just watching them do it, it looks good.
Yeah, speaking of offense, you got your first varsity goal today in a playoff game as well. How does it feel to impact your team offensively and defensively?
Great work by Colby Lucas and great work by Kaiden Whitfield scoring his first goal in a playoff game. Man, it doesn't get much better than that. And again, the Whalers win in convincing fashion, 14-2, our final here as we get ready. The girls are already here, so this game is going to go off right on time. Cannot wait. We've got about 50 minutes left. We're going to go get some concessions here. I see the concession stand open, so great job by the Booster Club, of course, as always. Thanks very much for joining us here on the NSC and NCTV for the round of 32. Get in here, Colby. Get in here, baby.
I'm going to come over here so I can get on this side of Cole.
As usual.
We're sharing a mic today.
There you go.
We adapt. We improvise. We overcome.
It's all good. It's all good. Great job with Kaiden, obviously celebrating his first goal in a playoff game. Doesn't get much better than that for is he a sophomore, junior? Sophomore. So yeah, so we got from him. Absolutely. He will obviously be the next in line on the X when Cirillo plays his final games here. So hopefully you guys can join us here on the NSC and NCTV for game number 2 from Vito Capizzo Stadium. It's the round of 32 game. The Whalers host the Wacona Warriors, coming right up here in just short of an hour. Come on back to the NSC on YouTube and locally on Channel 1072 for Hammy Hurd, Colby Lucas, and Charles Douglas. I am Chris Morris. We'll see you in a little bit with more girls lacrosse here, the MIAA Division 4 round of 32.
Come on back.
Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV over the past few years have done countless broadcasts that are both exciting and professional.
Shot, score! Jack Halleck!
I support NCTV's Nantucket Sports Connection because it's a great opportunity to reach island families support students, and our local television station.